Hey guys, Dan here, and so today I want to show you 3 methods of keeping track of your customers and setting up your initial season for your lawn service business. Now, this can work for pesticide, except instead of doing it weekly, you'd be doing it maybe every 2 months or quarterly. This can work with mobile detailing. Why not? I mean, people probably get their cars done every month by you, or every 2 weeks by you, or once a week by you. So that'll work as well. Fertilizer companies, weed spraying companies, whatever you got going on at the side hustle or full-time business that you need to continue with reoccurring customers, and you don't want to lose track when they're due, and you also want to be able to see where you have availability to squeeze in more work, or where you're light on work. These methods are going to help you out. Because if you're light on work, then you have room to add more customers. And if you can also look to see where in the week you might be weak. So if Thursdays and Fridays you go to this one area, but you only got a couple yards on each of those days, then you know that that's the area you need to target. That's the area you need to advertise in. And direct marketing will work fantastic for that. That dog, no matter what, as soon as I start talking on the camera, just has to start doing something by its bowl. Go lay down, you big douchebag. Thank you. Love you too. All right, so let's jump right in. So there's 3 methods that I'm very familiar with and that I've used pretty much my whole life. I've used one of these methods. The most recent method is with your computer or your iPad, your tablet, your iPhone, or your Android. You can go to yardbooks.com or yardbook.com and set yourself up an account, and they have tons of tutorial videos on there. Just go to the help section on their page and it'll help you get everything figured out. I'm not going to teach you guys how to use Yardbook. Once you set up your account, click on customer, click on add, and start adding all your customers. You need a minimum, a first name, phone number is optional, email is optional, address, I'm pretty sure you need to put the address. And then once you have the information you need and you save that customer, then when you open that customers tab in yardbook.com, then you hit job and you schedule the job. And it's going to say, what are you doing? It's lawn care. And when? Tomorrow. It's going to say, is this a reoccurring job? Well, yes, it is. And how often? Well, every week or every 2 weeks, or this is a once a month field, or this is a once a month detailing, or this is every 2 months, or this is going to be every 3 months, or this is going to be every week. And it's going to say on what day. And so if you're going to cut tomorrow, and tomorrow's Tuesday, you can say every 2 weeks, Tuesday. It's going to say, when do you wish this to end? And you can put never. And then boom, once you save it, it's gonna put that job every 2 weeks starting tomorrow due. So when you go to Yardbook the night before, then you open tomorrow's work, you can actually look at everything that's due and you can hit print, and before you go to bed, when you wake up in the morning, you already got a sheet of paper telling you exactly what all you got to do that day. All the customers are right there and you can make little notes and all that. Excellent source for being able to keep track of your invoices. You can invoice them right from there. You can set up online payments right from there, and they use what's called stripe.com. So you can set up your Stripe account. The money goes right into your bank account 48 hours later. They also have things now that it's immediate. That's all stuff for different videos. But as far as the scheduling part, yardbook.com makes it so simple, so easy. I'm not paid or endorsed, but it's something that I've used for years. And it's great because whatever you do here on your computer or on your tablet or whatever, it updates in the cloud. So when you're in your truck and the paper blows out of your truck because you didn't listen to Dan with route discipline and route density, but instead you're on the interstate going 50 miles at 100 miles an hour trying to go cut a $30 yard when you should be trying to work all in your neighborhood as closely as possible. But your route sheet blew out, now you don't know who's due. You can take out your phone or your tablet or whatever has data, or go someplace that has Wi-Fi, and you can pull up yardbook.com and go to jobs, and it's going to show you the jobs that are due that day. And then you won't, you know what I'm saying, you'll be okay. So that's a really good thing, yardbook.com. Not paid or endorsed, but it's a great company. Get something that's it's an automatic service that you can use. It's free and it does it all automatically for you. That's a little bit high tech. Maybe you don't want to go high tech, so screw the computer. The next thing is you can do the big calendar, and I started filling mine out. I have my first week of work scheduled up here. Okay, if these are every 7-day customers, then I just turn around and bring it down to the next day, right? Too simple. If they're a 14-day client, then they skip a week and I put them here. So whatever I put here, and then I put here. Now, remember I've mentioned to a lot of you people that some months have 5 cuts, and I think some of you didn't get it. You're like, how could you have 5 cuts in a 2-week schedule when you're cutting every 2 weeks? Here's the example. You have 5 Mondays, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I mean 3 cuts I meant in a 5-week month. You have 3 cuts. So here's 1 cut, 2 cuts, 3 cuts. So now your customer has to pay you 120 bucks. Well, when you get here, a lot of customers are going to say, whoa, 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 I can't afford 3 cuts in a month. I'm on a fixed income or whatever. Or I only want you to come twice a month. That's why I switched my billing up. That's why I switched my payments up. That's why I went to a flat rate fee. So now when I get here and a customer comes out, then they can be smiling thinking, hey, I'm getting a free cut. And then I can be like, hey, not really. But you are, but not really. In the winter we make it up, but that's okay. So here you go, you have 1, 2, 3 cuts. And then this 1, 2, 3 cuts. So right off the bat, as soon as my real season starts, I know I've been out mowing, but as soon as my real season starts, I have these customers that are going to be getting 3 cuts in the month. And it's like, that could be mind-blowing to some people, like boom, all of a sudden you're hitting them again. And then that's going to happen again with these guys probably around June or July. And that's right when the electric bills are peaking, gas prices are through the roof, and the coronavirus is killing everybody. So there you go. So as you're setting your schedule up, as you're setting your week up, then you can turn around, take your list of names or whatever, and by area, start setting up your days by area. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold off on this first week before I fill out anything else this month, because this is the actual official start. And I know all these customers are still my customers. I still want to make sure though that when I go there, there's not going to be a huge problem. Some people aren't up here right now because they have brand spanking new sod. And I've cut them once or twice, and I cut them once in the winter already. And their stuff is just as dormant as can be. It's brand new centipede. It's as brown as ever brown. There's no weeds growing the cut, nothing. It looks like freshly laid brown sod. And so there's no way I can build them for March and show up right now. It's just not possible. That would be wrong. So I'm going to wait. I already spoke with them. I'm going to wait. And on April, we're going to start cutting. In fact, I put one down here already, even though this is on March's. I put it just as a reminder on April, because this group of people here, these people scheduled here, are going to fall in with the yards I haven't done yet. So I need to have a mental note going forward. What this does over the computer is this gives me a big view at a glance, see that, at a glance, see what I did there? This gives you a big view as to what's going on with your business, with your scheduling. So you know, instead of me just putting this guy down here, I put it there as a note. I didn't put it on the actual month. I didn't flip the page and put it on the actual month yet, because it's subject to change. I might pick up 1 or 2 lawns on this day, maybe right here. And then that's going to add this person on it too, and that might be too much for me. So I only got him penciled in right here. He's subject to change, okay? And he's not a big rush. So I can move him around before I actually lock him down. He will get the April bill, but when exactly I show up in April, we don't know. Somewhere in the 1st or 2nd week, and then somewhere in the 3rd and 4th week, he'll get his 2 cuts. Not a big rush. But that's the good thing about a big calendar, is you can see everything right out and, you know, pretty quick. Now you can put 3, 4, 5 people here. You can put 5 people here. All right, so I mean, if you're doing 10 yards in a day, then you're kicking ass. You might want to consider going to something else. But if you're doing 3 to 5 yards in a day or less, then this is a perfect opportunity. This was $5. This calendar was $5. And it does the whole year. You just keep flipping the pages out, and you can just keep moving your customers down and adding, and you can see. So when you get a phone call, you know exactly where you have space and where you don't have space. What days you can fill in and what days you can't fill in with extra work. I can put 1 more yard on every day. And remember, my route is right here, super close, so I don't have to worry about travel distance and stuff like that. So that's 2 ways that work really, really well. Now the third way that has worked for many years before there was ever such a thing as computers and clouds and all that sort of stuff is just doing the index card trick. All right, so you take an index card and you put all your customers' information on it that you need on it. Okay, you buy the index card tabs that have them on the little ears up top here, and number them 1 to 31. And then you take all your customers' names, all their individual index cards, and separate them on the table by neighborhood. And then separate the neighborhoods by who's due now and who can wait. And then take them to your index card file and start putting them in, starting with this Monday. The season starts March 2nd. So then you put 3 or 4 of those cards behind March 2nd. So here's the 1st, and here's that guy that I have for April 1st already scheduled for April 1st. Subject to change. We talked about that down here. All right. Now let's just say it's the night of the 1st, and I want to know what's due tomorrow. I just grab the 2nd and I pull it out. Boom. Now I go cut these yards. Now when I'm done cutting these yards, I don't put it back in the night of the 2nd. I put it in the 16th. The 2nd, 2 plus 14-day schedule is the 16th. So then I would find the 16th and put it behind the 16th. So on the night of the 15th, I open up the 16th tab, and there's my clients that are due for the night of the 16th. So on and so forth. So you just keep, every morning you wake up, grab them all, head out, go cut. At the end, you're done. Put them back into the 2 weeks or 7 days or 10 days or whatever the schedule is. This is something neat and nifty. It locks. You can take this with you. You can keep this in your glove box of your vehicle, in your center console of your vehicle. You can bring it into your home office. You'll always have it. Index cards are cheap. The box, the index cards, which is I think 100 index cards, and then it was like 43 or 48 tabs. And you write your own numbers on them. But you can find tabs with numbers on them too, but I didn't see them any at Walmart. But this was under $5 for this. So you can have an entire scheduling system for under $5. Just write their name on the index card, put them behind the day that they're due, and then when you're done, put them behind the next scheduled date that they're due, depending on if they're 7 days, 14 days, 10 days, once a month, quarterly, or monthly. That you would need separate index boxes for. For lawn care, for something that's done more recent, more often, like lawn care, this works fantastic. So really give this a consideration. If you're just starting out, you're trying to figure out how am I going to keep up with things. You don't need to go and buy $20 day planners and have all that crap going on. This is all you need right here, all right? And you got room in the front. You can throw some of your business cards in there to always have them safe and on hand and clean, and they go with you everywhere you go. So that's it. Index cards. That's the third way. So when it comes to scheduling, you got the tech side, which is really convenient as long as we have tech available, and a signal. If not, you got your office, home office layout right here. This is my favorite way to do it because you can see right off the bat. So by the time we're like around the 21st of March down here, this is going to be filled. All right. Now I only have my first week set up because things are subject to change. Something can happen. This customer might go down here. All All right, customers for here might go up here, but I doubt it. I'm waiting on these. I want to get these done, move these to here for the next one, and then I know I got boom, boom, boom locked in. Okay, 100% locked in. Then I do this the next week, maybe next Saturday or Sunday. I fill this out, and then if this is successful, then I got this and this ready, and then there we go. We're off and running by April. By the crazy time, because March it starts to get really crazy really fast. Like right now it's cold as hell out. We're in the 30s again this morning. In a couple of weeks, things are going to be going absolutely bat crap crazy around here with weeds growing, grass growing, things warming up. It's fixing to get crazy. So you can get on top of it just like that. All right. Again, I hope this helps you guys out. Just clears some of your thoughts. A little over $5, Walmart. Just under $5 for everything, Walmart. And then tech is tech. You do what you gotta do. But I hope I helped you guys out with this, and I'll see you on the next one.